Barely alive, 80-year-old Naji Al-Jalabi hopes for a miracle and a few more years of life. But he's very sick, and his elderly wife only earns food in exchange for washing clothes, so he can't afford medical help.
I usually only eat dry bread with my family. We have nothing else to eat. No beans, no yogurt, no tea. I don't have the money for anything. I don't know what to do. I'm not able to get treatment, and I cannot go to the hospital because I have no money. I'm just waiting here for life or death. I have nothing.
He and his wife are part of a wave of rural farmers in Yemen who moved to the capital Sanaa in recent years. They were hoping for a better life. People here call this area the City of the Night. That's because the migrants had no building permits, so they had to construct these shacks after dark.
As Yemen's political crisis turns into a huge financial crisis, it's neighbourhoods like this that suffer the most. People here are struggling to cope with rising prices in food, gas and water.
It is like death, death, death. I can't afford anything. Today a small packet of salt is 100 riyal.
Since buying this canister of cooking gas, its price has gone up and she won't be able to replace it. Yemen has struggled with a lack of basic necessities such as water for years. But economist Mustafa Nasser says over 10 months of fighting throughout the country has pushed it towards disaster.
The
national economy has started to collapse, and we really fear that most of Yemen's poor are entering a phase of hunger and famine because they can't afford the basics.
Because food and water prices are beyond the reach of people like Naji and his wife, they have to rely on help from their neighbours. But that situation is as unsustainable as Yemen's current economic disaster. Jane Ferguson, Al Jazeera, Sanaa, Yemen.